Yo, Ant for E46 Source, and look at this beast we getting into today. Well, let's see here. Just got it freshly cleaned today. It's in good shape. Oh yeah, let's unlock her. Get in here. Get them down. So what is up, guys? Ant E46 Source here, and today I decided I'm gonna make a video on how to drive a stick shift. I know there's plenty of them, thousands of them on YouTube, but I don't have one on my station, so I'm gonna give my perspective on it. Plus, it's just I haven't made no videos in a while. I really don't have any parts or anything new that I bought yet to make a video of. Earlier today I did go to my local junkyard or salvage yard to try to find a gear shift knob and gear shift boot off of maybe a Rector salvage E46 or maybe an E39. I know the E39 boot wasn't gonna fit, but I mean the shift knob, if maybe I could find one off of there. And they didn't have any, so couldn't make that video. I was gonna make a video on changing the shift knob and how to hook up the lights and everything, because I wanted an illuminated one, but they didn't have any cars out there that had the kind of stick that I wanted. Plus they didn't even have any cars out there that was stick shift anyway. All they had was first generation 3 series, and most of them was automatics except for one stick shift, but the shift boot and knob was gone, which it wouldn't work for me anyway, because I doubt it was gonna look the way I wanted it to look. Anyways, this video is about how to drive a stick. First, before I get us started, let me put my seatbelt on. Now, I apologize ahead of time because I don't have my camera mounted in my car. So when I go to change gears or turn the steering wheel or wherever, the camera is gonna dip off somewhere, either down at my feet or off somewhere into the abyss when I turn my hand, just because I don't have the camera mounted nowhere. It's in my hands. Alright, so the first thing you should know is when you start in that car, a stick shift car, only way you're going to start it is by pressing the clutch in. So to get us started, what I'm going to go ahead and do is press the clutch. So you have 3 pedals down there, if you can see. Move my foot. The pedal all the way to the left right here is your clutch. This is your brake. This is your gas. I'm going to go ahead and press the clutch in. Put the car into neutral. And as you see, like I said, you're going to have to use the clutch to cut the car on. So look, I'm going to turn the key, but the car will not crank. And I'm going to go down here and... Alright, so I'm back down my driveway. Actually, I did a little bit more than that. I started off backing off down my driveway and was going to start my tutorial then, but I got a craving for an icy, so I had to run to Burger King right quick and give me a large icy. So now that I got the icy taken away, what I did was I feel like it'd be better to teach y'all the way I was taught. And I basically was taught by coming to an empty parking lot and starting off in the parking lot. My dad didn't put me out in traffic or anything like that, or teach me on the road. He put me out in the empty parking lot and at least let me get the basic fundamentals down first before I got out in the road. So I'm gonna do the same thing. So right now I have the car in neutral. How you know the car is in neutral is when it's in the middle. You can shake it back and forth. Never go up and down, because while your foot is not, well, never go up and down, period, if you're not trying to put it in gear, because you'll end up grinding your gear because you don't have your clutch to press. But you know it's in neutral when you can go like that. Plus, you know it's in neutral when you don't have your foot on the clutch and the car hasn't stalled. So that's step 1. So first thing is learning your gears. Let me press the clutch in because I am going to change gears. So in my car, reverse is all the way over to the left, then up. And some cars, if you hear that noise over there, that's my my mirror going down. When I put it in reverse, it goes down. So if y'all hear a strange noise while I'm doing this, you know that's just the window over there. Anyway, reverse is all the way over to the left and up. And other cars, your reverse might be all the way over to the down. All the way over to the right and down. but in this car it's not. And it's all the way over to the right and up. Like I said, each car varies. I know 6 speeds, most likely when you're in a 6-speed car, it's the same way over to the left, then up. But if you're in a 5-speed, your 5-speed could, your reverse could be all the way over and down to the right and down. Like I said, that just varies car to car. So that's step 1, is knowing your gears. So this is first. Now look at the difference between first. I'm sorry, I accidentally stopped the record and hit the wrong button on my phone. But look at the difference between reverse. Reverse is all the way over and right. You have to press it kind of hard. But to get the first, what I usually do is come down to second first and then just go straight up. So that's first gear. This is second. Let it come back to kind of neutral and then put straight up is third. Come straight down is fourth. All the way over and up is fifth. So those are your gears, getting to know your gears there. Alright, so the first thing is taking off. So what you're gonna do is press the clutch in, put your car in first gear, and I'm on a level hill. So I just want you to know that I am on a level hill, so I'm gonna take my foot off the brake and the car is not moving back or forth. So I'm just gonna, first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna tell you is learn what I like to call the sweet spot in your clutch. And what the sweet spot is when you start to let off your clutch. I'm not pressing the gas. I'm just gonna let off the clutch, and then you're gonna feel the car start moving forward, and you're also gonna notice your RPM drop. Now my clutch release is kind of near the top, all the way at the end. But you see, if you can look, you see the car moving. I don't have my foot on the gas. All I did was release the clutch. And now that I got the car rolling, if I can get the steering wheel out the way, I'm just going to let all the way off the clutch. At no point did I get the car any gas. All I did was let off the clutch. So that's step 1. So when I'm going to stop here, I'm going to press the clutch back in, press the brake, go back to neutral, take my foot off the clutch. Alright, so that's step 1. That's finding the sweet spot. How I like to say finding the sweet spot. I'm sure there's another term or exact way for it, or exact wordage for it, but anyway, that's the sweet spot. So what you're going to do is, we're going to do a regular takeoff. You're not going to take off just using the clutch at a red light, because everybody's going to be honking behind you because you're going to take off too slow. So what you want to do is do the same thing. We're going to press the clutch in, go to first. This time I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna let my foot slowly off the clutch, and we're gonna see the car start taking off. And as soon as the car starts moving, give it some gas and let off the clutch. And now you got the car rolling. So we'll do it one more time. Let's say, so clutch in, first gear, slowly start letting off the clutch, give it some gas and let off the clutch at the same time. Alright, so that's taking off, and you're gonna do the same thing in reverse. So I'm gonna press the clutch in, put the car in reverse, slowly. I hate that I don't really got good light down here. I hope you can see. Can't really tell. So I'm going to let off the clutch, start letting off the clutch, giving it gas at the same time, and you just kind of matching it. So you want to, when you giving off the clutch, I wish I could put my phone down and show you with my hands. I can't, because there's no way you can see it. But you give and you let go at the same time. So as your left foot is raising off the clutch, your right foot is pressing down on the gas at the same time. That's for both reverse and taking off. I'm going to try to show one more time here. Hopefully, I'm going to keep the camera on my foot this time instead of going to the gears. If I can find a good spot that you can see me in. Alright, right there. So I'm back in first now, so I'm going to go forward. So what I'm going to do is let off the clutch and give it gas at the same time. And once it start going, let your foot all the way off the clutch. Alright. So that's how you take off in reverse. Like I said, this is right here. It's probably going to be a multiple part video. I know a lot of videos show you how to drive a stick in one video. And it's possible. But I've been driving stick for a long time. I've been started driving the stick since like 2005. So I mean, I got a long time into driving sticks, but I don't feel that I could properly tell you everything in one video. So it's probably gonna be a multiple part video. Right now, this video is more about basics, just the basic fundamentals of driving the stick, learning the clutch, learning your gear, learning to take off, and things like that. So what I'm gonna get ready to do now is go out here on the road and just show basic road techniques. Yeah, so I'm gonna get off in here. If y'all don't understand what I'm saying, just let me know. I'll have somebody else to do the next part of the video. Like, I know what I'm doing, but sometimes I get ahead of myself. And even though you know what you're doing, you might not be the best teacher. So I admit it, I might not be the best teacher. I might not be showing you the best way on how to drive a stick. I know how to do it because I've been doing it for a long time, but I just might not be telling you everything in a way that you can comprehend it, which I understand. You have people that can teach good, and you have people that can show good. I can show, but when it comes to telling you, I just start talking fast and I might lose you. Anyway, now see, this right here is a little bit different. This is the scariest part about driving a stick. I know when I first learned how to drive a stick, and the very first day I drove a stick on my way to school by myself, I was in high school in about 10th grade, and I got on the hill, and I didn't have my daddy in the passenger seat to take over for me. Usually if I got on the hill and I was scared, I just throw the emergency brake on and let him do it. I never had to do that, but I was saying that was a comfort level knowing that I could if I just really was that scared. But that first day I had to drive by myself, and I was on a big hill, and there was a car right up on my butt. I was so nervous that whole time I was sitting at the red light. I was like, man, please don't roll back into this car. Please don't roll back into this car. So I overgassed it. I overgassed it, but I gave the car way more gas than I needed to get off, to go over the hill. And I'll show you exactly how I did it too. It ain't like I just took off speeding, but I was so nervous and panicky that I just overgassed it. So look at here, I'm on the hill, I'm letting go of the brake, you see I'm rolling back. So in a situation like this, when you first learn to drive a stick, it seems scary, but it's really not that hard. All you do is let off the clutch a little bit. I'm keeping my foot on the brake, but let off the clutch till you see your RPM drop. You see how my RPM drop right there? I got my foot on the clutch, let it go, and I'm automatically moving forward. I haven't put my foot on the gas. I'm holding it right here on this hill with just the clutch alone. And I don't advise you do this because you'll burn out your clutch, but this is just for informational purposes. Then give it a little gas and let off the clutch and take off. That's all you have to do. Now I'm just going to give you a replay of what I did when I was on this hill. So I was on the hill, looking back at my rear view, seeing the car close up on me. I was scared, nervous. Hold on, car coming, so I can't take off yet. And I went just like this. Overgassed it. Gave it way more gas than it needed. And I really gave it more gas than this, but this car right here, it's so easy to drive for a stick. That's one thing I will say. This is the easiest car. This is the easiest stick to drive I have ever driven. I've had a bunch of cars that are stick. Pretty much all my cars, besides my SUVs, have been stick. Once I learned how to drive a stick, I stayed with the stick and I loved it. And every car forward probably gonna have a stick. That's just the way it is. But I mean, once you get it, it's very easy. So here we're gonna go take off. I did the same thing, give it a little gas, let off the clutch. Really what this video, the rest of the video is about is shifting points. I ain't showed that one because the traffic getting built up behind me, but here, keeping it on my RPM there so you can see. Now, I don't really go by RPM because every car different. I just go by the way the car sounds. I mean, every car is gonna shift at a different point. So So I can't tell you to shift at 2,000 RPM because that might not be the good shift at your car. It ain't even a good shift in my car or any car, probably. I mean, but you have to learn how to shift according to your car. Just feel it, and I don't know, just get in tune with your car. It's basically all I can say. I can tell you how to shift, but I can't tell you when to shift. That's something that you're gonna have to apply to your car, because every car I've had, the shifts are different. But anyway, I'm gonna pick back up here in a little bit. I'm just gonna get on the back road and I'll show you how this drill. So once I get to this back road back here, I will reopen the video and we will go from there. Alright guys, so I'm back. I'm down here on the road where I never seen a car come down through here in all my years of living. I think I seen one car and I bet he was lost. Never seen a car on this road besides mine. Watch a car come on these videos. But I feel like this is a perfect road to try to teach you how to drive a stick on, because I don't have nobody behind me rushing me or anything like that. Like I said, I never seen a car on this road except for once. But anyway, so we're gonna go through basic gear changes. So like I said, first right now I'm sitting here. It's not level all the way. It looks pretty level, but it's actually downhill a little bit, because if you can see, if I let go of the brakes, the car rolled forward a little bit. But anyway, it's all the same thing. What we're gonna do is put the car in the apologize, I keep dang on hitting the lock screen on my phone and it stops the recording. But yeah, so what we're gonna do is same principle. And to get the car going is we're gonna depress the clutch all the way down, put the car into first, and we're gonna take off. So we're gonna let off the clutch at the same time, get the car some gas. And then once you get the car some gas and it starts going, let off the clutch. Alright, see, right now I'm in first gear, and I'm about 2,600 RPM right now. For a pretty level road like this, I'm gonna go ahead and change. So to change gears, I'm gonna press the clutch, pull back the second, let my foot off the clutch, and give it gas. Alright, now we coasting. I'm going about just a little under 20 miles here. Just a little under 20 miles an hour. So, like I said, I never seen people back here, and I finally seen somebody back here when I'm doing the video, riding the ATVs. I didn't know there was a trail back there. It kind of made me wonder if that's private land or not, because it made me want to take my ATV back there if it's a good trail. But I don't want to get shot for going on somebody's private property. But anyways, so I'm still in second gear here, going about 20 miles an hour, under 2,000 RPM. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna speed up a little bit here, and I'm gonna get ready to change in the third. So I'm gonna go ahead and change in the third. When you change the gears, let off the gas, press the clutch all the way in, change the gear. I've already changed it to third. Let off the clutch, then press the gas again. When you change the gears, always let off the clutch first before you start pressing gas. Because if you holding the clutch down and giving it gas at the same time, you'll end up burning your clutch out. You don't want to burn your clutch out. Clutches are expensive. Oh, excuse me. On my E28, which is a 1983 528E, I burnt the clutch out in it back when I first started learning how to drive, and even on that old car, it was $1,000. I mean, at the same time, it's a BMW, so no matter how old it is, you're gonna pay for that name. So yeah, never what we call ride the clutch, and that's keeping your foot on the clutch pedal longer than you have to. You ride the clutch, you're gonna burn it out, and you're gonna have to get ready for a big repair bill. And I don't know if y'all seen that lady riding her bike just now that went by. I'm telling you, I never seen nobody on this road, and now that I'm back here doing something, of course everybody and their mama is out. So I mean, it's cool though. They probably got the same idea that I had. Say, hey, ain't nobody back here, let me come back here and ride my bike and ride my ATV. Well, I guess when everybody has the same idea, then it becomes null and void. But yeah, so that's how you do that here. So what I'm gonna do is I taught you how to take off, and I taught you first and second gear, and we made it up to third gear. Now I'm gonna go get on, probably gonna go and get on the interstate here and show you how to drive on the interstate. So I'll be right back. So what I've decided to do is, instead of just cutting to when I get on the highway, I'm gonna try to show you a little traffic driving on my way up to the highway. It is a Sunday, so the traffic ain't too bad, but just show you how to drive a manual amongst other people in traffic up until we get on the highway. So I'm taking off here. I'm gonna throw it in a second here. Alright, so when I stop, I like to press the clutch in, throw it in neutral, and take my foot off the clutch. I try to stay off the clutch as much as possible. Like I said, if you can't see, I apologize. Like I said, I don't have a camera mounted. I don't really have everything set up to make this video adequately, but hopefully you can follow along with my words, what I'm saying. But anytime I'm at a stop sign or a stoplight, well, not a stop sign, because if you're at a stop sign, you're not gonna be there long. I would just throw the car in the first and then wait till it's your time to go. But whenever I'm at a stoplight and I'm coming to a stop, a lot of people like to downshift to each gear. Like some people would downshift, well, I'm only in first gear. But what I do is I throw it, put my foot in, throw the clutch into, and throw the gear into neutral and just come to a stop. But the lights turn green, so I'm gonna select the appropriate gear. I'm gonna go into second right now. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna tell you like my father told me, never ever, while the car is rolling or moving, put your car in the first gear. Never. Now, you can put your car in the first gear if it's rolling slowly or under maybe like 3 or 4 miles per hour. But I'm not gonna tell you to do that. Wait till you get comfortable with driving the stick, and then you'll know when you can throw the car into first. But for me, I'm not gonna tell you, because I don't want to tell you put your car in the first gear and you going too fast and you fuck up everything. That's not on me. So I'm gonna teach you the same way my dad taught me. Never put your car in the first gear while it's rolling or moving. So on to that, I'm getting ready to get up here on the freeway. Excuse me. And show you how to do a little freeway driving. Right now I'm cruising in 4th gear, and I'm going up just a little under 40. So what I'm about to do now is press my clutch in and throw it in a second to make this turn. I make all my turns in 2nd gear. That's usually an appropriate speed that you should be going when you're making a turn. You should be going about the speed range that will put you into 2nd gear. So that's what I make my turns on. That's how I was taught when I started learning how to drive a stick. So we're gonna speed up here, throw it in the 4th. Check my rear view mirror, nobody's coming. Get over. Got it going now. Going about 55, so I'm gonna go ahead, throw it into 5th. And that's the gear you choose. In my car, that's the gear that I would cruise in on the highway. If you got a 6-speed, you would do 6. And I honestly feel like this car should have 6 gears, because you'll see here in a minute, if I end up going that fast, you get up to 75 or 80 miles an hour. The car, the engine speed is very high. I mean, I'll be going about 75 or 80 miles an hour, and the RPM will be at about 3.5, which I feel is very high. I mean, it's not bad, but I feel like a 6-speed could have been used in this car, but it's not, so oh well. No complaints, So yeah, cruising. I'm going 60 behind this truck. I ain't speeding. In 5th gear. So I'm just cruising. Like I said, just go with some basic fundamentals before we wrap this video up for this first part. And let me know, maybe another part is not needed. Maybe you understood well, but if I do another video on how to drive a stick, it's more just going to be clarifying, because I'm going to sit back and look at this video and see what I've done wrong, maybe I didn't express right. And also, if you know how to drive a stick and you like there's something you left out here, you should tell them about this or that. Shoot, leave me a comment. I'll do it. Like I said, stuff that's easy for me to do. Like, this is second nature now. This is nothing for me to do. It seems like I act like everybody else is supposed to know it, so I just half-ass do my instructions, which is not the correct way of doing it. But I'm gonna try to get better at that so we can make some good videos for this channel. But yeah, just let me know. So, cruising right now. Really, all I want to get on the highway to do is show you what gear you should be in, and also going around people. Say if I want this truck wasn't going fast enough. Now the traffic is clear. You see, if you can see, there's no car coming up behind me. So if I want to pass this truck, all I have to do is get in the left lane and go around it. You know, there's no car coming up, so I don't have to punch it. But really, what I wanted to show you how to do is downshifting. Say if there's, like I said, it's clear, there's nothing coming behind me, there's really nothing in front of me. You're gonna make that act like there's an imaginary car in front of me, and I want to get around him, but there's another car coming up quickly, so I just want to hurry up. So what we're gonna do is downshift, so we can quickly get around that car, and then once we downshift and get around, then we're gonna go back up into our cruising gear, which is 5th gear. So like I said, we cruising, car right here. Well, actually I got cars coming up. Let me wait for this car to go by before I do that. Alright, so that car going. Alright, so we're cruising, car in front of me going slow. So what we're gonna do is press the clutch, go down to 4th, which is gonna send me in a high RPM, and then we're gonna go around this car up here, even though it's not there. Once you get around, clutch in, back to 5th, put the center light on, get over in front of that car. And you do that the same thing on the regular road. I'm about to get off on this exit, so I'll show you. Well, this will be the perfect time to show downshifting and how to get off the highway. Show you how to get on, so let me just make a quick video on how to get off. You know, I selected the appropriate gear. Like I said, when you first start driving, that's gonna be the toughest thing, is just gear selection. Knowing when you should be in this gear and when you should be in that gear. You see, coming up behind another BMW right there. One thing about being in South Carolina, even though that car got a North Carolina license plate, one thing about being in South Carolina, especially in my area of South Carolina, you're gonna see a whole lot of BMWs on the road. Because like I said, I live in a city where they produce BMWs, and once you work there for a certain amount of years, you can lease their new BMWs, go on what it's called a workers lease program. So you're gonna see a lot of it. So now you see I've gotten off on this exit right here. So what I'm gonna do is push in the clutch, downshift to 4th, because I'm still going pretty fast here, and I'm in 4th gear. Coming around this little SB in here. What I'm gonna do is just stay in this lane and take this right up here. Now, since this right is kind of a curl, it's not a hard right, and I got the green. I know I said 2nd, but usually in something this soft, I go into 3rd. So that's what I did. I just downshift to 3rd gear right there. Now I'm starting to accelerate again, so we're gonna press the clutch in, go into 4th. So I'm in 4th cruising right now. So if you're going into a turn and it's not a hard, sorry, I had to end my recording because it got a little long, and my phone only recording in a certain amount of time increments. But anyway, back. So I was leaving off it. So yeah, I know I said when you make a right turn, you go into 2nd, but if it's something soft like that it's not a hard right turn, then just go into 3rd, depending on your speed. Like I said, everything gonna be dependent on your speed. So I'm here at this red light, gonna push the shift clutch in, go to 1st, give it gas, let off the clutch. Shift to second. Shift to third. Alrighty. Coming up here to this stop sign up here. I'm in 4th gear right now. And like I said, when I get ready to stop, this is what I do. Press the clutch in, throw the car into neutral, and I just coast. You know, I got the car in neutral right now. I'm not downshifting. I don't have my foot on the clutch, holding it in gear. Like I said, you want to stay off your clutch as much as possible, because you're gonna burn your clutch out, and that's what you do not want to do. And from forums I've seen online, E46s already have are problematic with the clutch, where the clutch burn out prematurely and things like that, from what I've seen on forums. I haven't had any problems with my clutch, but yet my car only has 76,000 miles. It don't have an awful lot, and plus I haven't had the car long. I've only had the car for about 3.5 months. So, but anyway, I try to stay off of it as much as possible, because if it is true that they are problematic with the clutch, I don't want to experience it right now. Man. Yeah, so we pretty much got the basics down. There's anything else that you want me to focus on, just let me know. Like I said, this is more of a basic tutorial right here. We'll get into, if you want me to do another one on more advanced stuff, just let me know. But this is just a basic tutorial on how to drive a stick. Well, this is Ant for E46, and I'm out.